The three of you awake in your crypto-sleep sarcophagi to the sound of sirens and ripping metal. You barely get to the escape pods before the ship is torn apart. Sometime later, you land on this unknown Rimworld. As pieces of the shredded starship fall around you, you start making your plans to survive. Hey everybody, and welcome to Rimworld! I'm the Casually Avid Gamer. I'm glad you're here. Now this is my first episode of Rimworld. It's an alpha stage game that I bought early access to, and man do I love this game. It's a colony builder, so maybe it scratches sort of the same itch as Planet Base, but the difference is you're not really managing the colony so much in this game as you are managing the individual people. They have wants and needs and varying skills and stuff they like to do, stuff they hate doing, stuff they outright refuse to do, and you have to manage these people to get your colony built and to get your people to survive and hopefully ultimately get them off planet. Now, if you like stats-driven games, this is the game for you. This game is completely stats-driven and it's really kind of neat. There is a ton of stuff to this game, so I cannot, there is no way that I can explain it all up front. So I'm going to jump right into it, and I will try and explain as we go along. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to set a couple of areas where we want our people to start storing stuff, because right now if you look around the landscape, we've got all sorts of things marked with little X's. That means our colonists are forbidden from picking them up, which is weird, but mostly it's just to let us know that it's a supply we can use, that it's kind of your starting supplies. So we've got some prepackaged meals, which is great because we don't have any cooking facilities online. We've got a bunch of steel, we've got some silver, which is the de facto currency of the game, we've got some medicine, and we've got some weapons. And as a matter of fact, let's start off by getting our people equipped with some weapons. We have a survival rifle, a plasteel knife, basically it's a butter knife, and we have a pistol. So we want to give the guns to our best shooters. So let's look at Bansky first. Character. He has a shooting skill of 0. He can shoot, he's just horrible at it. So he's probably going to end up with the butter knife. Mason has a shooting skill of 10, which is excellent. He has a background as a vat-grown soldier, so he is going to be probably our primary hunter. So let's give him the survival rifle. And then there is Higgins. Higgins has a shooting skill of 2, which, while completely terrible, still makes him better than Bansky. So, Higgins, you get that pistol. So now, as I was saying, we need some place for our people to haul all of our supplies. We need a stockpile, if you will. So, zone area, stockpile zone. Let's put a stockpile zone, let's do it right there. Then we need a dumping stockpile zone, and that can go, let's put that right there. That's for garbage and stuff we can't use right now. Now people need to start being able to haul stuff to places. So let's unforbid things. I double click on an individual thing, and it selects all of that thing on the screen. So we'll unforbid the survival meals, and then we'll unforbid the silver, steel, and wood. Now there's a good chance that there are more supplies scattered over this. Yep, here we go. Got a few more survival meals we'll unforbid. What's that? That's a hare. We've got lots of wildlife on this map. This is great. We've got a herd of, I think it's elks right here, ewes and bucks. That we can hunt later. We've got boars. Boars are actually decent to tame and train because they can haul stuff and they can actually be pretty useful. Again, I'm just kind of looking for more supplies that might be scattered across the map that we missed. So I'm not seeing anything. Oh, here we go. A few more survival meals that I don't know how they wound up over there, but let's get them. And then, Steel. More steel. Unforbid. And bring it to us, please. And one last little bit of steel here. Alright, so we should be good on steel for a while once we get it to our stockpiles. So people can start hauling stuff around. Oh, and medicine. We want to unforbid the medicine. Need colonist beds. That's true. One of the first things we have to do is we have to build some shelter. That way our people have some place to go at night. And actually, we need to protect our meals as well. We've got a lot of wildlife on this map, and they can eat this stuff, and we really don't want them to. So, I think what we need to do, we need to build our first shelter. And then we need to put someplace that's safe to store like our meals and our medicine in. So I think we'll just put our shelter right here. So we'll go to structure, wall. We want a wood wall, not steel. Do we want it there? No, we want it there. And you notice it's telling me that we don't have enough wood stored because we have no wood in the stockpile. The only time the game counts your resources is if they are in a stockpile zone. Right now we have 12 meals and that is it in a stockpile zone. We've got some wood up here that's easy to collect, but I'm guessing we will be out of wood very quickly. And now let's do one more thing. We have to cancel. Let's see. Let's cancel that because we need a door. We want to use wood and not steel because steel is kind of precious. Of course, then I put the door in the wrong place anyway. All right. Now, once that wall gets built and it completely closes in this area, the game will automatically put a roof over it to protect the people inside and our supplies from the elements. One last thing I want to do is create another stockpile zone in here that is just for our meals and our medicine. So you can say what you want to allow in your stockpile. I'm going to clear it all. Foods, meals, packaged survival meals only, and then manufactured medicine. Alright, so that's what we want here, and then we want things like silver and steel and wood, stuff that can kind of handle the elements, to be put there. Oh wait, and then we have to set it to a higher priority than this stockpile, else nothing will get moved. So priority preferred. Next, as I told you guys that we have to guide our colonists through this whole process because they, left to their own devices, they're not very effective. And here, let me show you how we guide the said aforementioned colonists. So we go to work, and we're going to play with manual priorities because I think it's more effective. But this is how your colonists decide what they're going to do. These are all the jobs that can be done in the game. And what happens is the colonists start on the left side, then move to the right. So all other things being equal, Higgins here, the first thing he asks himself, is there a fire anywhere at home that I have to fight? And then if that's no, he moves to here. Since I'm the doctor, is there anybody who needs treatment? Then he moves to here. Since I'm a patient, do I need treatment? And he just goes down the line asking himself if these jobs are to be done. Now, what manual priorities allow us to do is we can set these at 1, 2, 3, 4, or blank. And then Higgins will look for all the ones first, again, starting at the left. Then he'll look for the 2s, the 3s, and the 4s. The blanks he will never, ever touch. Now, I need to fiddle with these and get them set to my satisfaction, and that's going to take a few minutes. So I'm actually going to do that off camera. Okay, let's take a quick look at how I set our priorities. And actually, they're starting to build the walls. That's great. They're hauling. Mason is vomiting. Okay, and evidently he's puking on the wood here. And that's actually common with shipwreck survivors, evidently. Just they puke everywhere. Anyway, okay, so what we've got going on. If there's a fire to fight, we want everybody to drop everything and do it. Higgins is going to be our only doctor. And actually, oh, since those are close to up and built, I will let them go. Higgins is going to be our doctor, and he's got it at a high priority. If anybody needs treatment, we want them to get it right away, and if I want them to push a button, I want them to do it right away. Let's see, Higgins will be our primary cook, Mason our primary hunter. Everybody's pretty good at all of these things, so I'm just going to have everybody do it. Bansky will be our primary miner. Everybody will do plant cutting. These four aren't super important right now because we don't have the facilities for it. And actually, let me pause that since everything's done. That way we're not wasting a whole lot of time. Everybody's going to do a little hauling and cleaning. And when we start researching, we'll make Bansky do it, despite the fact that he's horrible at it, because there's frankly nobody better. Yeah, 0, 4, and 1. The highest skill is 20. So, yeah. Alright, so everybody's going, working, that's great. Taking medicine over here, taking meals over there, also good. We're all hauling while doing work, that's amazing. Next, we need some place for our intrepid adventurers to sleep. So, furniture, wood. And we are getting super low on wood. I think we'll have enough for three beds. And then we want an animal sleeping spot. We'll put a spot for our doggy, who... Oops. It's Benjamin, a male Labrador Retriever. We can actually train him to do stuff. Let's take a look at that. Obedience means he'll follow somebody. Release means we can send him off to attack something, which actually isn't all that great because he'll get slaughtered. I mean, he's a dog. Most of the people we'll be fighting will have spears or firearms. So we're not so worried about that. If he's following somebody, he can rescue them, which might be worth it, might not be, although chances are he'll already be dead. So I think the big one for me is haul, because once we train him up, he'll start hauling things to our various stockpiles, and that's really useful. So, alright, so we've got a little bit of wood coming in, although not much. 45 wood, Higgins... I don't even know if we're going to have enough wood to make everything we need. So, in that case, we do need wood. We need a ton of wood eventually. So let's go ahead and give out some orders. We want to chop some wood. And we'll start up here. And we'll go down here. Now, the chop wood order only has you harvest trees of a certain size, like this tiny guy here. So he's only 20% grown, so they're not harvesting him. He's not harvested. Let's get these trees just down and out of the way, because we have plans for these spaces. So how's this going? There's 3 wood there, and I think Higgins is bringing the rest. Alright, and we've got a little wood there for whatever reason. Higgins is finishing our last bed. That's good. We've got some place for our people to sleep tonight, and that is excellent. Everybody else is getting busy harvesting trees, things like that. And I'm going to go ahead and clear out as much as I can in this area, and I'll tell you why. We're not going to be able to get to it this episode, because night's close to falling here. Since we've got shelter for everybody, we've got stockpiles to put things, and we've got plenty of steel and silver. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and start sending our people out for some of the farther supplies. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to send Mason here after those survival meals, because, like I said, wildlife can eat them, and that's our only source of food right now. And then Higgins, I would like you... Wow, that's going to be a heck of a walk, but okay. I want you to go get those survival meals. Then we'll leave Banksy to his harvesting. Mason, I thought I gave you, like, an order. Go. There you go. And you notice right now, since everybody... Well, let's actually just take a look at it. Everybody's got plant cut set to 2, and everybody's got hull set to 2. So plant cut being farther left is a higher priority, so people are just leaving logs where they lay. So once there are no more plants to cut, then they'll go over to hull, and then they'll start moving all this stuff to stockpiles. I may bump somebody up to hull just to get that process moving. Okay, Mason's got all of our meals from down there. Excellent. And night is falling. We are going to have plenty of wood, at least to do what we need to do early next episode. So this is all coming along nicely, and hopefully this herd sticks around, because when we start hunting, that could be useful. Now the alpaca, that's something else. We might consider taming that, because alpacas give off wool, which is something we can build clothes out of. Right now, our starting colonists have clothes. Let's check out their gear. Everybody's got t-shirt, jacket, and pants, maybe. Okay, well, evidently Bansky just has the pants and the t-shirt. And Synthread's pretty high quality, which is fine. So they'll be happy for a while. We won't need clothes to put on them, but later on we can actually sell clothes as trade goods to get silver. That's actually a big part of to getting the stuff you need in this game, is trading with passing traders and other colonies that are around, as well as surviving raids from all of the very hostile tribes. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and take a look at the factions. We have Riders playing, who they're fairly well disposed to us. They don't hate us. A tribe that's slightly angry at us. The Death Partners, who hate us. And the Toxo Ergo Galga, who also hate us. And that's okay. It looks like everybody hates the Death Partners, and with a name like Death Partners, can you blame them? So we will probably be fighting these three quite a bit. We might be able to get these guys happy enough with us that they don't raid us, but we'll have to see. Alright, for some reason this dog's not sleeping in his animal sleeping spot, but everybody's tucked in for the night in their bed, and they're sleeping in a bed, which will make them happier than if they had to crash on the ground. So we will pause, we will take a break, we will rest. I want to thank you guys for tuning in to this episode of Rimworld. It's the first one, and I really like this game. I hope you guys are intrigued by it as well, and I hope you come back for the next episodes. Please click the like button if you did enjoy it. And guys, I am trying to reach 50 subscribers by the end of the year, so if you're new to my channel, please click that subscribe button. I promise you it's worth it. I'm bringing out new videos at least 4 times a week, if not more. My schedule's a little crazy because, frankly, my life's a little crazy, but that's okay. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Have a great week, and we'll talk to you next time.